She starts wading through the water towards an old woman who is pulling at Cressa's arm, trying to drag her out of the pool. Victoria stares up at the woman as she successfully hauls a dripping Cressa out onto the side. The woman leans down and points a gnarled finger in Victoria's face. "Felix? You, Felix?" Nobody replies. The stranger looks at them all, grouped together. Berenice has swum over too, mouth slightly open in surprise. "Felix Hawes out!" the old woman says impatiently, waving her hand towards the door, motioning for them to leave. Cressa tries to remonstrate, but the old woman pushes her backwards. Simo's women have stopped splashing and laughing. Amara senses, rather than sees, that they are all at the far side of the pool. "Felix Hawes out, now!" the woman repeats, jabbing her finger at each of them in turn. When no one moves, she grabs Amara's arm. "Out! Out!" she shrieks. "Get out, now!" Stone scrapes Amara's skin as the old woman yanks her against the side of the pool. Hard fingers dig into the soft flesh of her upper arm with a grip that's surprisingly strong. She pushes herself up onto the hot tiles, shaking herself free. The woman continues shouting, threatening to call Vibo if they don't move quickly. The mention of the bath manager's name finally convinces them. Felix's women clamber naked out of the water and hurry through to the next room, shivering at the sudden plunge in lighting and temperature. A cascade splashes down into the cold pool, the noise competing with the old woman's shouts to hurry. Amara clutches at the bright blue wall to steady herself, trying not to lose her footing, squeezing against paintings of sea creatures, the open mouth of a fish huge by her face as she passes. Victoria is the only one of the five still arguing when they arrive at the bath's changing rooms. They didn't come in this way. Rows of polished wooden lockers are topped by paintings of lovers indulging in every possible sexual position. The women's clothes have been dumped in a heap on the floor. "Hurry! Hurry!" their tormentor demands, throwing a cloak at Berenice, who still looks as stupefied as she did in the pool. Amara needs no further encouragement. She bends down and begins rifling through the mass of material, handing a yellow toga to Dido, who is shivering badly, perhaps as much from fear as cold. Dido is new to slavery, and every indignity seems to hit her like a knife to the heart. Victoria is the only one who doesn't rush. She is still fastening her toga long after everybody else is dressed, gazing at the old woman with pure hate. When Victoria finally looks away, Amara sees the woman make the sign of the evil eye. A final poke with the bony finger between the shoulder blades, and Amara and the other women are bundled outside into the bath's private courtyard. Drizzle hits their faces, and the wind from the sea is cold. They stand in a huddle, already damp beneath their togas and cloaks. Amara glances around, surprised they are alone, then notices two men sheltering under the colonnade, a pair of incongruous hulking shapes against the walls painted nymphs and roses. One of the men strides over, face thunderous. It's Thraso, Felix's steward. "What's this? What's happened?" His hands are balled up, ready to fight. Amara steps back. She knows how hard those fists can fall. "Better ask him," Amara says, pointing at the other man left standing in the shadows. "Isn't he with Simo?" "Somebody double-crossed Felix," Victoria adds, as Thraso swivels round. "Simo's women got to stay. We were all thrown out before the men arrived. Bit convenient, don't you think?" Thraso doesn't want to hear more. He charges across the yard, swinging at the other man's head. "Bulbous, I'll fucking kill you, you fucking liar!" Bulbous dodges, missing the full force of Thraso's punch, though he still catches a blow to his ear, making him stagger. Thraso grabs the man's shoulders, smashing his skull into Bulbous's nose. Bulbous roars, breaking free, clutching his bloodied face. Thraso attacks him again, and the two men fall to the ground, throwing punches, biting and screaming. The women watch, unsure what to do. "Felix isn't going to like this," Berenice says, stating the obvious. Amara glances sidelong at Victoria, hoping for a sarcastic